Well, these are typical.
The Opel League trophy is as open as it could possibly be. Now, the position before last Sunday's match at Oriel Park between Dundalk and St Patrick's Athletic looked like this. Derry City ahead on goal difference, but Dundalk, St Patrick's Athletic and Limerick City snapping at their heels. Well, Dundalk and St Pat's have had some epic matches over the past season and a half, and last Sunday's game was no exception, as we're going to see now. We join it early in the games. Dundalk are in their familiar white shirts, and the commentator is George Hamilton.
Jesse Gorman, full New, and now Martin Murray. That's for New to chase, gone with him as Moody. New got the cross in, and Henderson makes the save. Murray releasing New down the right. He dug out a good cross, but Henderson perfectly positioned to make the save. It's away by Lawler. Moody underneath, but won by Gorman. Now New. For Gorman again. Lots of red shirts around him and too many in the end, but Murray has made good use of it. And Shelley to Gorman, and that's towards New. No one in the middle for him. Paul New. Gorman the back post, that's the side net. But that was a lovely movement by Dundalk. Murray, Shelley and Gorman, and then releasing New. And when Gorman came in at the back post, it obviously got a touch on its way to the side net because it's a corner to Dundalk. Michael O'Connor swinging it out. Gannon with a head. Gorman again, and Gannon once more. And Murray. And Pats have their goalkeeper to thank, but the score sheet's still blank. Gannon first with the head, then with another chance, and finally Murray whipping in the shot, which Henderson was perfectly positioned to save. Ryan Kerr there in the raincoat in the middle, feeling there's a little adjustment needed on his side, judging by the instructions that are being shouted. Kelch for the throw. O'Driscoll, Tracy, it's Murray, straight to Kelch. Played towards Ennis, off the head of Gannon. If that goes, it'll be a corner. And it was out, and it is a corner. And Fenlon takes it. And Damien Byrne puts in the header, which O'Neill saves. And now Paul New. New foul there by McMoody, giving Dundalk a free kick in a good position with just 2 minutes of the half remaining. Dundalk have sent up James Gannon, and Damien Byrne has gone back to mark him. 4 white shirts in the box, Mick Shelley lying handy, and it's rolled for Larry Wise. Wise to New, back for Wise again. Oh yes! What a super goal by Larry Wise! Just as the Pats defence stood looking, quickly taken free kick into Paul New, and New then picking out Wise with a 1-2, and nobody went for the return, and hammered it wide of Henderson and into the net. And Larry Wise's 6th of the season makes it Dundalk 1, St Patrick's Athletic 0, and that goal came at a great time for Dundalk, just a minute before the break. Byrne. O'Connor. And O'Connor trying to go all the way. Fouled by Moody. Now that's a free kick right on the edge of the box to Dundalk. Dundalk have the free kick into the 2nd minute of stoppage time at the end of the first half. O'Connor behind, and that's the last action of the first half. A half which has seen the teams divided only by that goal from Larry Wise in the final minute of the first 45. And a valuable goal to Dundalk. But it'll be interesting to see how Pats react. Will they be able to control their football more in the second half? Will they be playing into the breeze? But half-time at Oriel Park, it's 1-0 to the home team. An obstruction against Lawler on Kelch. Sixth there is John Tracy, joined now by Pat Kelch and by Pat Fenlon. And it looks like Fenlon who'll take it. Headed away by Lawler. And now Gannon. Blocked by Fleming. Knocked away by Malone. Malone again. This time it's Tracy and Moody. And a good ball to Mark Ennis, nobody near him. Ennis with a cross, Damien Byrne rising, and a handball on the goal line by Martin Murray, and that's a penalty to Pats. All beginning when Mark Ennis was free and unmarked. His booming cross reached Damien Byrne at the back post. His header kept out underneath the crossbar by the fist of Martin Murray, and it means a penalty to Pats. And their ace from the spot, Pat Fenlon, 3 to his credit this season already. Oh, they've left it to Mark Ennis, and Ennis makes no mistake. So 1-1, 5 minutes into the second half. Mark Ennis, his second penalty success of the season. Well, big Damien Byrne, we saw him some weeks ago come on as substitute and win the match for Pats against Derry City at Richmond Park. He was pressed into service as a centre forward that day. Same again today for the old stager. And it was his header that posed the problems from the cross that led to the penalty that has put Pats level. And New fouled by Curtis Fleming. Again, it's Lawler with a free kick. In goes Gannon. Damien Byrne taking no chances. It's a corner to Dundalk. O'Connor. It's come to Murray. Larry Wise. He's looking for Gorman. Now Lawler. New. And that's a penalty. Another penalty, and really, I think a dummy might have been bought there. John Tracy, as Paul New attempted to go round him, it seemed as though New was looking for the challenge, and when it came, took full advantage. Now, their regular penalty taker and the man who won the cup for them last year with the penalty, John Cleary, is on the subs bench, so it falls to Desi Gorman to try and get his 10th of the season from the spot. Gorman against Henderson. But he didn't exactly approach it with conviction, and Henderson guessed right, but in the end there was enough power in it to put it home and put Dundalk back in front with 58 minutes gone. Lawler. Gorman rising. And a little bubble there, it might have come to Lawless. Now it's Murray. No, that wasn't very far away. As the ball was cleared, it seemed to be coming to Gino Lawless for a shot, but then a little bobble, and that shot was not very far away. Had Dave Henderson worried. Gaffney. Able to keep his feet while all around were losing theirs. And Gaffney once more. Curtis Fleming. Goes O'Driscoll, and now O'Keefe. He might have made more of that, but he did get the rebound. Eamon O'Keefe had time to think about where he was going to put it. The shot lacked conviction, but Murray was in the way. And off the line by Gino Lolitz. Off goes New, out it goes under the challenge from Fleming. And I think if we see that again, as it came in, it broke to John McDonnell. And in fact, on the line to knock it away was Mick Shelley. A good ball this time from Wise. That's New. Gorman and Shelley going to take up station in the middle. New with the shot and Henderson with the save. Murray. Wise. Paul New. Gorman there. That wasn't very far away. Suspicion of offside about Desi Gorman there, I'd have thought. As New whipped in the shot, Gorman pulled it down, spun around and then thumped in another one. Now Pats maybe there's something here. Ennis finding no way around below. And Pats have sent up the goalkeeper. Dave Henderson's gone up to join the attack. There he is, number 1, into the opposing penalty area. Dave Henderson, one of that rare breed of goalkeepers, with a goal to his credit. He scored one in Pat's victory over Home Farm in the League Cup earlier in the season. Memories of a Peruvian called Quiroga,